Hey, welcome to Club Fed True Stories. So, if you are on pretrial, facing prison time, hopefully you're going to a prison camp or a prison low, because it's kind of what this channel is all about. I don't know much about the penitentiaries, guys, other than I do not want to ever have to go to one, and I probably wouldn't have survived one. Thank God I went to a camp. I did 52 months for wire fraud, and I've been out of prison about a year and a half. And I make videos for guys like me who are facing prison time and looking for answers and solutions and help and advice uh, and curious people that just kind of want to know. And Club Fed does exist, okay? Don't let nobody fool you. It's not a country club, but there is a Club Fed. It's not in the penitentiaries. It's not in the mediums. It's probably not even in the lows. But most of the camps are kind of going to be nonviolent, safe, not dangerous, no gangs to join, no cars to drive, if you know what that means, no paperwork to show, and just regular kind of guys going to prison who made bad choices, bad mistakes, broke the law. Yes, uh, I'm a criminal too, but I don't have to be anymore. Um, so I'm making a little series of videos tonight about questions you should ask your lawyer or your public defender. By the way, when it comes to the feds, they've got a 94.6 conviction rate, and the deals are not the same as in the state courts. When the feds want you, they're going to get you, man. And even if you took it all the way to trial and win your federal case, guess what? Hello, it's 2 years later. We've got more charges because you pissed us off the first time and won the case. Now we're back. And if somehow you won that case again, hey, we're back again. They're never going to stop until you get locked up. Okay? They're never, ever going to stop until they get you. That's just the way it is. Okay? So, what questions do you ask your lawyer? I know the first one. How much time am I going to get? Your lawyer's going to say, well, you're just going to get probation and having a pat on the wrist. No, you're probably going to get some time, man. There's a thing called a federal DUI. Drunk driving. If you get caught driving, like if I got caught driving in the Presidio of San Francisco, it's a big federal park. You could get probation. Yeah, that's kind of how you're gonna get probation. Um, I went on Google, and when I first got indicted, that's a question they ask your lawyer. What is indictment? I mean, you should probably first thing you ask your lawyer, your public defender. And by the way, if you don't have the money, don't hire a private attorney. In the federal court system, the public defenders work just as hard. They don't have as big as a caseload as state lawyers, and they really don't have any room to wheel or deal. There's no wiggle room. You're probably going to get the same out of a public defender as you would a private attorney. And usually they give you a court-appointed lawyer anyways, like a real lawyer. The first thing I suggest you ask your lawyer is to explain this whole federal process to me. Everything from indictment to a grand jury, to pretrial, to sentencing guidelines, and, all that kind of stuff. So, like the word indictment, I mean, what does it even mean? You know what I mean? It says here in Google, it's a formal charge of accusation or a serious crime. So, did you know that even to get indicted, that the prosecutor doesn't need any evidence? They just need a suspicion. Here's people ask, after you're indicted, then you'll go to trial. Getting to trial, however, isn't as cut and dry as it's portrayed on television. There will be numerous pretrial hearings, and depending on how busy the courts are in your state, it could be months or even years before you'll ever make it before a jury, if you even want to take it that far. And this whole thing, the jury, so it's supposed to be a jury of your peers. Well, you need to ask your lawyer, well, what's this thing? What's a grand jury? How come there was an indictment with a grand jury and I wasn't invited? Can I see the records of the grand jury? You know what? You don't get any of that. There's all these questions like, what indictment means? Well, we just did that one. Grand jury indictment, what are your options? Well, that's a lawyer's thing. How long does an indictment take? There is no set time by when an indictment usually occurs. As the others have told you, the prosecution has 180 days within which to seek an indictment. Much depends upon the evaluation of the case by the DA's office. Well, when they raided my house, that was 2000, I want to say 2012. Let's just call it January. It was 11 months later before I got indicted. So this answer is wrong. 180 days is only 6 months. It took 11 months to indict me. And so, I mean, there's all these questions you got to ask your lawyer. And this thing about a grand jury, who are these people? You know, what is a grand jury? Let's just see. What? Here's a question. How does a grand jury work? Um, well, this one wants you to hire a lawyer because they'll tell you. Well, who is a grand jury? Okay. It's not giving me an answer. That's why you gotta ask your lawyer. From what I understand, a grand jury. God, there's got to be an answer here. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. Who picks a grand jury? Let's see. How does a grand jury work? There is no judge present, and frequently there are no lawyers except for the prosecutor. The prosecutor will explain the law to the jury and work. From what I understand, it's supposed to be a jury of your peers. Well, look, if it's a jury of my peers, okay, back when I committed my crimes, so I was doing drugs, right? I was drinking, and so that would be my jury of my peers, right? Guys are drinking and doing drugs. Let's say I get convicted now, so now I'm an ex-con. A jury of my peers, that would be a bunch of ex-cons, right? But are they going to give you that? No. So it's just not a fair. Here's the thing: you don't get invited to the indictment. You don't get to help pick the grand jury. You don't get no part in that. But what they say is we're going to have another trial after you're indicted, and you're welcome to come to that one. Uh, I thought you already had a trial without me, and it's like this whole federal. It'll drive you crazy. Okay, that's the first thing you want to ask your lawyer. Instead of sitting here like I'm doing on Google trying to figure all this stuff out, ask your lawyer. If the lawyer won't sit down and explain the whole damn thing to you, you need to fire that lawyer. You're allowed to tell the judge the lawyer wouldn't explain this federal process to me, Your Honor. I want another lawyer. And you keep firing that lawyer till they give you one, and they'll sit down and explain. Got a lot more questions in some other videos. For now, I'm just going to leave you puzzled with all those questions to ask your lawyer. And please subscribe, hit the like button.